Yes. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel and to another video. Today we are going to start throwing together this Evo 8 behind me. A few days ago, we pulled out the transfer case because we got the new transfer case in, sitting right there on the ground. Ever since then, we've been waiting on the new seals for that transfer case to come in, and I believe they're right here in this envelope. I've been waiting on these for like a week now, and they're finally here. Let's open them up. So before I put this non-ACDT case into the Evo, I figured it'd be a good idea to replace all the seals. So there's one there we are replacing, there's one there, and there's a little one up there. I'll show you guys all the part numbers. There's a part number for that big outer O-ring, and then the other seal is that part number there. So if you guys need to order those, there you go, you got the part numbers. I'm gonna get these seals swapped out, and then we can start throwing the transfer case in the car. I really want to get this car done today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because it is my girlfriend's birthday today. So of course we have to hang out tonight when she is off work. She gets off in about 4 hours. I don't know if I can complete this car, get all cleaned up, freshened up, and go meet her up for dinner in 4 hours. So we're going to start getting it together today, get as far as we possibly can, and then we'll have to finish it up either tomorrow or the next day. You know what, fam? Do me a massive favor. Go to our most recent video. I'll have it linked up in the top right-hand corner, and go in the comment section, wish Bobby a happy birthday. I'd really, really appreciate it. Let's get to work on this thing. All right, we got all the new seals in. Next thing to do is to put gear oil in this transfer case. This is the Jax transmission way. They are very well known for building trannies and transfer cases for Evos. Basically what they say to do, if the transfer case is out of the car, put a quart of oil in through where the driveline connects. So it'd be right here with it facing up, and then get the transfer case in the car, obviously without spilling all the gear oil out of here, and then go drive around the block, come back to the shop, and pull out the fill plug, which is that guy right there. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens. The oil I'm using today is this Mitsubishi Diaqueen SAE 90 LSD gear oil. That is what Mitsubishi recommends. That is what I'm gonna throw in this transfer case. I'm just really curious how the hell I'm gonna get this thing up in the car without spilling fluid. It seems kind of difficult. I might have to, I don't know. That sounds really weird, but let's give it a shot.
A few moments later.
You know what, guys? After looking at it and remembering how hard it was to pull this transfer case out, I'm not even gonna put the gear oil in it right now. I know it's the better way to do it is to do it outside the car, but there's no way I'm gonna get the transfer case up into the car without spilling all the oil all over my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the transfer case in the car, and then we can fill it up. Let's see how this goes. It should be a pretty easy install, I'm thinking. Seeing how I've just pulled it out, I should be able to get this one back in pretty simple. How the hell? All right, I pulled that subframe down a little bit farther. Let's try this again. All right, transfer case is in. Oh, that was a pain in the ass to get in. I don't know why, but I had to drop the subframe down so far. Look how far that thing's hanging down right now. It's pretty much out. So what I'm gonna do, get the subframe bolted back up, get those 6 bolts in the transfer case, and the hard part is done. That thing's a heavy son of a bitch, but we got it in. I have no clue how that would have been possible if there was oil in it, because I would be covered in oil right now. I'm so glad I thought about it for a second and didn't go that route. All right, guys, we're having another major issue. When I'm trying to tighten this subframe bolt right here, the stud out of the actual frame itself is just spinning. I'm not sure if there's some splines up in there or something that the stud sits on. I'll show you what I mean though. I'm not exactly sure what I need to do here. See how it won't tighten or loosen? So I'm trying to figure out, like, if there's splines in the frame that the stud sits on. There's no way to access the backside of the bolt to like throw a wrench on it or anything. So I have no clue. I'm just gonna keep dicking around with it. Hopefully I can get that bolt or the stud to sit back down on the splines. I'm guessing there's splines up in there or something. There's gotta be splines up in there. So after a bit of work, I got the nut off that stud. Now I'm just gonna let it cool down because it's super hot from the torch, and then try to figure out why that stud is not grabbing on the splines. For now, we can get all the transfer case bolts up in there, get some of the motor mounts back on, and probably get the drive line on. We can get some CV axles on. We're getting there, we're getting there. Next thing I'm gonna throw in is this drive line. Should be pretty simple install. I just noticed that's a little bent right there. Probably from me smashing that transfer case around trying to get it up in here. But yeah, let's get this drive line up in here. Get all these bolts on the ground that are just laying around, getting kicked around. Let's get them all up in there so I don't lose any. Driveline is installed. That was a very easy install. What's next? Kind of just throw some wheels on, connect the strut right here to the hub, and we're pretty much done, I guess. Well, it's 4 o'clock now. It's time. It's actually past 4 o'clock. Bobby just got off 20 minutes ago. So I need to wrap this up right here. I'm already like half hour running late. All that's left though, we're pretty much done, guys. Check this out. All that is left is bolting the strut or the coilover to the hub. We need to get like obviously the bumper on, the downpipe. I don't have a cat back yet. I'm gonna get a custom cat back made. That motor mount there, get that coil bolted to that hub, and gear oil for the transfer case and gear oil for the transmission as well. I'm about to change the engine oil as well. But after that, we should be done with that issue completely. Hopefully we don't have any more leaks. Hopefully the car drives and runs like it should. And then we can move on to bigger and better things. That is gonna be it for this video. If I had to give you one piece of advice, if you're installing a transfer case in your Evo, get that front subframe dropped down as far as you possibly can. Makes it so much easier. That little bolt or the stud I was having an issue with, I just heated it up, threw some WD-40 on it, and got the nut all the way off, cleaned up the threads, and I was able to tighten that up just fine. But yeah, that front subframe, guys, get that thing as far down as possible, all right? Or else you're gonna have a hell of a time. Really hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry we didn't get it finished today. That should be tomorrow's video, is getting this Evo finished and back on the road. I'm so freaking hyped to actually drive this car to where I can actually drive it before I drive it and be like constantly worried about blowing my tranny or blowing the transfer case, whatever was leaking oil. But we should be good to go now. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.